The Duchess and Guy, a rescue to royalty puppy love story by Nancy Furstinger, illustrated by Julia Berciartu. Once upon a time, a happy-go-lucky beagle named Guy found himself without a family or a place to call home. He blinked his puppy dog eyes and begged for someone to take him home, but he didn't have much luck. Until he spotted Megan and her pup, Bogart. From the tip of his nose down to his toes, Guy knew they would be a family. Guy couldn't believe how lucky he was to have found Megan, but Megan always told Guy she was the lucky one. One day, Megan met her own match when she fell in love with a British prince named Harry. Guy gave his paw of approval to Harry. He treated Megan like the princess Guy always knew she was. Soon, Megan told Guy they were headed off to a new forever home in England. Guy couldn't wait to prove that he was a regal beagle at heart. For his grand entrance, he showed off his new dog trick, take a bow. But the crown jewels the queen wore dazzled him, and he forgot which end should be up and which should be down. Guy tucked his head into his paws. He wasn't prim and proper like the royal family. He and Bogart used to stir up all kinds of mischief back home. As fun as their adventures were, Guy knew he would have to start behaving if he was going to fit in at the palace. Could Guy help Lupo round up the royal children? Guy tried to keep the successors in line, but instead he decorated the nursery with muddy paw prints. Could Guy run in a pack with the Queen's dorgies, Vulcan and Candy? Guy tried to perk his ears up and get low enough to parade with their pack, but Guy didn't like how the dorgies were always bossing the humans around. Could Guy join the Queen's guard? Guy tried to act ferocious, but the bearskin cap made him sneeze. Finally, Guy thought he found his place serving tea. He turned on his classic southern charm. But his tail spun out of control. Kaboom! Crash! Smash! The Queen was not impressed. Guy's ears sagged, and the wag disappeared from his tail. Every pup needs a purpose, but Guy couldn't seem to find his. Even worse, Guy feared he had disappointed Megan. Before Guy could wolf an apology, Megan gave him an encouraging scratch behind his ear. I wasn't sure I'd ever fit in here either, Megan told her pup. But if you just be yourself, you'll be part of the family in no time. Guy gave Megan a big, sloppy beagle kiss. Guy held his tail high. He knew just how to impress his new family now. He would show them all of his and Bogart's old tricks. One day, Guy spotted the Queen outside the palace. The Queen still made Guy nervous, but when he locked eyes with her, he realized she had the same sad look that Guy got when he missed Bogart most. Before the Queen could turn away, Guy jumped into her car and sat beside her. The beagle had waited for love before, and now he'd wait until the Queen was ready to let him heal that dog-shaped hole in her heart. Finally, Guy felt at home with his new family. He never dreamed that his life would turn out this way back when he was wandering homeless, trying to look like he belonged to someone. Without a doubt, Guy knew he was the luckiest dog in the world. And they lived happily ever after. The Duchess and Guy, a rescue to royalty puppy love story